Ryan, thanks for joining us. It's been a while since we last spoke, so we're keen to get an update from you from a board level these days. I suppose the obvious place to start, since the start of the season, we've seen a couple of players go, seen a couple of players coming in. How's it been looking with the team?
Yeah, obviously I thought we got off to a pretty good start. And it's been a little rocky the last 2-3 weeks. And I know Ginner's behind the scenes is working hard to correct that, and obviously a big win, and hopefully a big character win and confidence boost for the guys coming out of Nottingham with a hard-fought 2-1 win, and we always said we need a 2-1 game. We need a game where our goaltending steals it for us. I think we've seen a number of games now where opposing goalies have come in and have been the difference. When you look at that first period against Fife, if things are going your way, you're heading into the second, probably 2-3 nothing up, and it's just not been the case for the guys. I think we've played really, really well in spurts. I think we got some really good pieces on that team, and we're just fighting to find that consistency. And I think the big thing is consistency at home. It's one thing we've always had a bit of a fortress here, no matter where we finish in the standings. It's always been a tough place, and this year we just haven't established that. But hockey's a game where one bad night and doesn't dictate the whole season. And the guys, huge character test on Sunday. Heading into a building that we haven't had success in, a team that just brought Corey Nielsen back. There's a lot of emotion for them, and those are scary games to go into. Is when you go into face teams that just fired their coach and their new guy, or in this case, Corey coming back with obviously a lot of memories and a lot of championships he's won there. So, for the guys to get in and get a result out of there, now we head into a real tough part of our season. 3-3 coming up, and I think hopefully the guys can feel good about their game. And sometimes you just need that one win to kind of get that monkey off your back. And we look forward to Friday night and seeing what we can do against a very, very strong Coventry team.
So a lot of what your role consists of these days is things away from the ice, and maybe the stuff behind the scenes that necessarily people don't get to see. The organisation is going from strength to strength off the ice. The off-ice team is considerably bigger than it was even 18 months ago. Can you talk us through a little bit about what's been going on away from the ice?
Yeah, off the ice, I think our off-ice team have done an incredible job this year. Whether it's Liam pushing tickets, it's Rick and the community again helping with tickets. Everybody's kind of settled in their roles now. Guys, we've had the same staff now for a number of years, which is great. And I think we've seen bumper crowds that we haven't seen even in that first year where we were in first place for a while. We didn't see the crowds that we're getting right now. We're getting a lot of new faces in. It's nice to sit back now and be able to walk around and meet some people, and every week I'm seeing more and more new faces and more groups and younger people, and the enthusiasm we're seeing from these guys. It's the first time they've been to a Storm game, lived in Manchester their whole life, and so it's fantastic that we're finding a way to reach them. Obviously, we still have a lot of work to do. We still we still want to pack this building every night. That's our off-ice goal, and it's not an easy job to do, especially when you're competing with arguably two of the biggest football teams in the world and everything else that's going on. So it's been they've done an incredible job off the ice. And then advertising. Like I said, I've been focusing a lot on sponsorship and doing a lot of that stuff, and that screen has provided a really, really good gateway. One that I probably didn't think would happen was that because we made it so affordable to advertise on the screen, we've now come across a lot of fans who potentially maybe shied away from the boards or the jersey, or because maybe there was too much, or we've given now an opportunity for our fans who potentially own small businesses or working within a business that can convince their boss to advertise. We're able to actually throw a lot more logos, and we're able to actually meet these people that go to our games and spend a lot of money with us, and it's been good in that fashion. And we continue to kind of push screen advertising because we do believe it's affordable. I think it's great when you're at the game and you get to see your brand up there and associated with this great franchise.
You mentioned there about the club partners, and one thing that's been noticeable is the amount of partners that have come on board, and not just that, but also the types of brands that are choosing to partner with the club. there is a new title sponsor, and there's a lot of work that's gone in behind the scenes, and maybe it's the beginning of a new dawn, the types of deals that we're brokering as a club.
Yeah, obviously we've been working with you on this deal for what seems like forever. A deal that had Jamie and I get on a flight and go back to Canada to help secure, and we're happy to announce that we have secured a 3-year deal. We'll be announcing it shortly who they are. They should be familiar to the club, but we're really excited about the opportunity that we have with this organization. I think they kind of came in as a soft sponsor, and then found out that not only them but their staff have really enjoyed what we're doing and the games, and we're really excited to kind of grow with them over the next 3 years. And I think it's arguably one of the biggest deals for title sponsorship in the Elite League. So we're really excited. Fantastic organization, young organization that's growing. And I think it took a lot of work, and it was sure nice to get that final signature, because it a lot of work and a lot of miles to get this done. But really happy, and it gives the club some stability over the next 2.5 years here with them on our jerseys, and we're really excited about it.
And also away from the ice, there's been a significant number of match night improvements. You talk about the big screen, but there's been a lot of other stuff that's been going on as well.
Yeah, obviously we're growing and learning. We're never going to be perfect. We talk about hockey's a game of mistakes. I think anybody that runs and owns sports franchises is just learning from their mistakes, and you're just day by day you're trying to get stronger and better and pick up new ideas, and anything where we can get fan engagement. And we recognize and don't use it as an excuse that we don't have a facility like Sheffield or Nottingham or Belfast to do things. So we have to come up with unique and different ways to do what we can. And like I said, I think the fan base have been fantastic. The way the support's been, the take up for sponsorship, for merchandise, I think has been awesome. And we have a group of dedicated guys here working for us that literally breathe this 7 days a week, and we're always, every time we lose, we take it home, and we want to get better. And I think that's where that's kind of what my plan was in coming off the bench, was to maybe kind of instead of leave the bench on there and kind of come over here and work with the guys working over here, and work with the off-ice team and try to get better off the ice. And like I said, I think we're just scratching the surface. But I love everything that we got going on. I think there's this. It's been fantastic. I think the merch. I think I think we have the best merch in the league. I think there's without question. Being in that shop and seeing people buying, and listening to what fans want, and feeding that back and trying to support as much as we can, I think has been great. It's been a lot of fun. I'd like to go to games where we win 6-0 every game, so we enjoy it a little bit more. But it's been a real learning curve for myself. And like I said, I'm so proud of our off-ice team, and I know the guys on the ice are going to come good. We're going to continue to support whatever they need and whatever Matt needs to get there. And right now I'm feeling good about a good win on Sunday, and looking forward to another good crowd, and hopefully a better night on Friday.
One area of the club which we are keen to kind of highlight at the minute, there's been a lot of success there, is the Manchester Storm Academy and the work that's going on there, but also there's some quite exciting prospects that are on the cards there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're behind the scenes. There's some pretty in-depth talks. There's definitely identified a player coming out of that academy. He's pretty young, and whether he sticks around here or he goes to develop even further abroad in Canada or Sweden or wherever his family and him decide to go, he's a Manchester Academy player. He came through our ranks, and when we started that academy, what was it, 5-6 years ago, I don't think we envisioned having a talent like this coming through, and arguably, it could be the best player in the country for his age. And we're excited to do that. We're excited that there's other kids there that are right behind him, and it won't be long before we're hopefully seeing these kids playing for us, and as we kind of evolve what that package needs to look like as far as education, and making sure that these kids are not just becoming hockey players for professional players at the age of 18. We want to make sure there's a good package for these kids to continue developing on and off the ice. But I think that was a pathway we had visioned years ago, and it's really, really exciting to see what's coming through there now.
And finally, there. So, any messages for the fans?
Yeah, just we just need to, obviously everybody's, you don't have to look very far to see how frustrated some of the fans are, and hopefully Sunday we can get again big push for Friday, and for us to do what we have to do, and for the team to be successful, we got to push tickets. We want to fill that building. We don't want to play in an empty building. We want to keep pushing tickets, keep driving it, and the fans are they're our number one. They can support this club so easily, and just bringing friends along, bringing family along, anybody. We still feel it's a great night's entertainment. And we want to keep building and building, and we need the fan base to continue doing that. And they've been fantastic so far. And like I said, it's still so early into the season, and we just want to keep growing and growing and pushing forward here, both on and off the ice.